Today we want to look at a very important topic, why physics is doable and how you can succeed. We want to break this into two aspects. For the students that are studying physics as a course. Two, for students who just pick one course in the physics and do maybe for a session or a semester. You know, particularly to students that didn't choose to study physics. Maybe they are studying it because of the circumstances around them. How do we mean by this? Some students, maybe they wanted to study engineering courses, and one thing or the other, they were not able to do it, and they are pushed to physics department to study the physics. This kind of students from day one did not prepare their minds that they want to study this course. It's the circumstances around them that made them to study the course. Then the other category is the category of students, maybe they are doing the courses related to science, technology, or engineering. Or just pick one or two courses in physics because it is necessary to study. So such students, when they come across this, by the time they mention the course, the subject, they become very unhappy because they don't want to hear about this physics. Today, I want to tell you that physics is doable and you can succeed in the course of doing this. Irrespective of you are studying the course as a physics student or you are doing just one or two courses. One, you need to be logical. No, physics is logical. It's not something you come and memorize or cram. You focus on understanding what things happen and not just how to calculate them. That is one thing students don't know. You need to understand the basic principles, the theory behind what you are discussing, the core principles, and you can derive and apply them. So this is the reason why we say physics is logical. Number two, you start with the basic and build up. You don't just start from up, you start from the beginning. Master the basic skills, the mathematical skills, understand the basic principles of physics. Take it step by step. You do not, you should not rush, and you make sure your foundation is solid. If your foundation is solid, then it will no longer be so abstract. Most students see physics as a devil, see it that is so abstract because one, it's not just a course. You come and you memorize, you cram, you pass and go. No, you take it, it's a logical course, and you must start from the beginning. You must know the basis. For example, the beginning of physics in SS1 is talk about units and measurements. You should know how to convert from the standard units to non-standard unit and vice versa. So if you're not conversant with this, by the time you go higher, you are given a problem and you are supposed to convert from one unit to another. You're not able to do that. You'll not be able to do that. So you must start somewhere and start from the basics and you build up. With that, there will be no challenge. Number three is practice, practice, practice. And in the course of practicing this, if you get stuck, you need to analyze your mistakes. That is how you will improve. Why we say physics is logical is that if you are, maybe for example, you are solving a problem, you are deriving a formula, by the time you miss or jump a step, you yourself, you know that you're not doing the right thing. So practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the more you become perfect. And in the course of practicing, start with the problems that are not so difficult. Then you can move on gradually. Don't start practicing with the more difficult problems. Start with the small, the ones that you feel are easy. By the time you solve one, two, you become motivated. And by the time you are solving, if you get stuck, try to analyze where is this problem coming from? Where is this problem coming from? And with that, you will improve. Number four, use the right learning techniques. How do we mean by this? Or what do we mean by this? First, you break down the problem into smaller parts. And you also try to visualize, sketch, draw some diagram. Try to connect physics with the real life. This is what I mean by use the right learning techniques. Even everything, if you are doing it and you are doing it the right way, you'll be happy. Reading, just you take your books, you read as if you are reading novel. It's not a good approach at all. You read, you think about it, try to relate it with the environment, and then by the time you do this, you are using the right approach. You are studying, not just reading as if you are reading Bible, as if you are reading novel. Study, understand, break it into bits, and then you'll be happy. Explain, try to explain the concept in a very simple way, as if you are teaching a child. That will go a long way. Number five, find good resources, good books, physics, online resources. Please let me tell you something. In a course content, books would be recommended. It's not every book that you see around that you start reading. Some of the books, we call them hungry authors. They just copy people's work, they will not even understand the concept. So if you want to study, find good books. Go to the library, look for good books in physics, either the departmental library or the college library or the university library. Any of this. If you visit any of this, you'll find good books. And let me tell you, it's not everything that you see on the internet that is genuine, that is correct. So if you are visiting some of the sites, then the good sites, then you can get the good resources. So if you are looking for this, you ask questions, you ask your lecturers, you ask your teachers, where can I get the recommended text? Where can I get the recommended books, journals, so that you will do the right thing, not just reading anything. Number 6, study with others. Discussing physics with friends will make you understand better. Discuss, you share ideas. You understand this in this perspective, your friend will understand another perspective. By the time you come together and discuss together, it gives you a better understanding. And another thing is, if you know, try to teach to someone so that you can reinforce your understanding. Share it with someone, and then by the time you do this, the whole thing will stick into your brain. You also join study groups, study in group. But I always say, if you join the study group, remain focused, because some of these groups will, instead of improving your knowledge, will rather distract you and take you down. So join the group, but make sure the group are okay, they can help you. So by the time you do this, you see yourself doing well. So the question here is physics doable? The answer is yes, physics is doable. Although physics is tough, but it is not impossible. Just like when you are learning a new language, take some time, take it step by step, and before you know it, you start doing well. You have to be patient, practice, and use the right approach. With this, you can master the concepts. You understand some of the concepts that are complex, and by the time you are discussing this physics, someone will now be asking, is it not this student that used to struggle with physics? Is you have put in a lot of efforts. It's a step by step thing. It's not something you come today and say, I want to study this, I want to this, I want to get this. Yes, but you have to follow the steps. Physics is logical, and you must not something you come, it's not a subject, it's not a course. You come and say, I want to memorize, write my exams, and no. The year one physics has a connection with the year two physics, and in that order. The secondary school physics has a connection with the year one physics. So you cannot ignore physics at any step. That's the reason why we say it's a logical, step by step approach. And with this, you'll be good to go. I hope this will help. Thank you.